If I die, don't worry about me. Tomorrow will come, and everyone will continue living. Remember me as smart, funny, and kind. Also, that I had good shoe game. Remember my laugh, and don't forget, stay classy, San Diego. I'm just kidding. Continue to let me fry my hair. I love you all so much, and I was just messing with you. And I hope that there's many nights out to come. Life isn't a race. Like, I don't have to feel rushed. I want to sing a song, and I want to get flued out by my brother. I want to perform with my brother, but I don't know what my brother is doing. And I want to go to, like, performance at, like, a bar or, like, a club. The only reason why you would ever need to leave your house or your cell or your crib is for food. And I think food should be free because it grows from the ground and Mother Nature nourishes it. Cows have been around forever. Why do we charge people if they're, like, already breeding and mating and, like, we can just slay? Well, if you're vegetarian, that wouldn't even apply to you. But the same goes for chickens. You can feel like an outcast. You can feel like a black sheep. You can feel like you don't fit in anywhere. And you can feel like you stick out like a sore thumb. But in reality, you just have to find somebody else who sticks out and doesn't fit in and take on the world together and overcome everything together. It doesn't matter if you come from a past that's dark or a past that's light. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, like, if there was to be a flood, I feel like everyone is inherently good and we would all just go on, like, a float rafter and be fine. There's things called energy vampires. And sometimes I feel like I'm one of them because I feel like I get my energy from other people. And then there's, like, my tummy just growled the growliest growl. But there's, like, a feeling of being a tick where you're, like, sucking the life out of somebody. And it's, like, the worst feeling because it's, like, afterwards you just have, like, the blood of this person in you. And then you feel, like, guilty or bad or paranoid. And then you think everyone's watching you, like, all the time, everybody. And, like, you have to be careful with the moves you make and the things you say because you will be judged. And I don't know if you'll be judged by God or the president or your family or your friends, but if you're ever in a bad place, you just have to, like, think back on when you were in worser places and be so grateful and so happy and so thankful that you're not in those places anymore. For instance, think back to a time where you were so sad and depressed and dying, and then, like, think to now how you're living and you're good and you're safe and you don't have to worry about people being out to get you or people talking about you or getting literally jumped. This is just TMI at this point, but I need to get ready and I need to go somewhere. I need to do something. But I think it's actually concerning if you have to drag yourself out every single time when in reality you just want to stay in. And that's, like, what makes me realize why people have disabilities and why people collect disability checks, because it's so hard to sometimes leave your house. And I so understand the movie What About Bob, where he, like, can't even exit, like, he has to do 1 foot at a time every time he leaves the door. That's how I feel every time I literally have had a job and had to go to work. It's, like, such a drag and you just want to cry because you're like, we're all actors, we're all acting, we're all actors. Everybody is an actor, everybody's acting. Sometimes you're going to be in positions where you're like, they know, everybody knows. The person around me here to my right knows. And then sometimes you're going to be like, do they think I smell weird? Do they think I look weird? Do I look ugly right now? Did I just spit on that person? And you just have to keep going. And you have to keep going. One thing I will not do is ever try to, like, be a third wheel, though. Because that's, like, one of the worst things you can literally do. Because it's like that couple is just chilling and minding their own business. And then you're like, why are you here? Like, what are you there for? Like, be for real. And, like, third wheeling isn't even cute. And it shouldn't even be, like, idolized or, like, romanticized or whatever. Oh my god, I'm literally third wheeling right now. I'm such a dumbass. I promise I'm gonna stop third wheeling soon. Like, very, very, very soon. Like, not to be dramatic, but very soon, okay? But I think today I'm gonna not be third wheeling. I think I'm gonna be, like, 1v140 love. Did anybody else play Wii Tennis? Because that game was so fun. Like, 2 stories that led to the downfall of my life. Just kidding. One was when I didn't make the volleyball team in 6th grade.
And that was, like, the only sport I cared about for real. But I guess I didn't practice enough or stay in good shape over the summer. And they saw my overhand serve, and they were like, this girl doesn't even have enough upper arm strength. Anyway, second story was when I was throwing up in the bathroom before school because I didn't want to go to class that day. And this was back when I, like, didn't even ditch or skip class or anything for real. Like, this was, like, a rare occurrence. And I had, instead of just lying and asking to go home and, like, saying I have a fever or sore throat and asking my mom to come pick me up, like, to call my mom and ask her to come pick me up, I was so dumb that I thought that I had to actually puke and actually, anyway.